Good evening ourselves, and welcome to tonight's episode of I Try to Kill the Party. Wow, y'all are mellow tonight.
As somebody who had to survive a TPK last night,
Aw.
it turned out to all just be a dream, but we still got our asses handed to us.
Yeah, that's happened to us before too. Alright,
Yep.
so put on our vaguely not I guess we could say not horrific music for now. Last we left off, the party made it out of Death House. They got to the village of Barovia, which is shares the same namesake as the valley which everyone finds themselves in, and met a guy in a tavern to start off every adventure, like every adventure does. He confided in you that Strahd, who you have now convinced him is actually a woman, that she had fallen for his sister Irina, and he begs you and basically hires you into taking Irina away from this town and getting her as far away from the castle as she can, or as y'all can. Hopefully getting her without the reach of Strahd, or at least making it more difficult. The ultimate goal is to protect her, but your first stop seems to be a village called Valaki, which is walled, and Strahd apparently doesn't go there. Here, his minions have beset the house, and it resulted in the probably heart attack of Irina and Ismark's father, who the party took to the church to have him consecrated and buried. The priest at the church, much to Malayan's chagrin, revealing her to be a little bit angier than most people would assume she can get. He refused to do the service, or at least didn't make a movement to do it, so Malayan had to do it instead. While Irina and Malayan were getting shovels, they heard a god-awful screaming of someone asking for food from below the church, which they immediately said no thanks and left the scene. They started to bury the body. An invisible stranger wandered up, introduced himself as Escher, a servant of Strahd, and offered his condolences and his help with the burial of Irina's father in Strahd's stead. And Escher then left as the funeral came to a close, with Irina crying, Ismark and the Beast staying at the manor, and the party kind of knowing what they want to do next. So we'll go ahead and jump in. So
Can you guys still hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
We'll start off with all of you at the church. It's your choice what you'd like to do from there, but you're currently at the church and may move about the cabin freely, so to speak. And for the time being, we're going to use Irina as our marker of where we are.
Huge Irina.
Giant Irina.
Do we go get the Catman and start making our way towards the other village?
We could, but that screaming is still very terrifying to me. And I know he said to leave it alone, but he really said just to not let it out.
Do we want to look into that at all, or? I'm a little bit concerned.
I find it simply none of our business.
You say that about everything, though.
I
This is
actually have to agree. This isn't our problem. And no, and from what we've seen, I don't think we want to exactly go into places that we don't belong, like with what Esha suggested. I'm how you say, inclined to listen to his advice since we know next to nothing about this land.
Yeah. Okay, so you know next to nothing, and you're willing to. We know nothing about each other, and you had more doubts about following me out of the, for certain, painful mist than you do listening to some guy that's ordering us around from another guy? Okay.
He's
I'm
creeping on us while invisible.
yeah, I'm gonna agree with him. We don't know exactly what's down there. And if y'all remember the last time we were in some form of basement, it didn't end up well. We almost had a house fall on us.
Yosivas gesture to them in agreement, like with a very his expression saying "see."
Irina just speaks up and says, it sounds really spooky too.
And I'm more worried that some guy is getting tortured down there or something.
I mean, we could ask. If nothing else, we don't have to go down, but we could find out what it is. Or we could just leave. She's just like busy wiping away the tears.
The last time we investigated something, and Vracus stares at the eyes along across his body that he can see. Now we're getting a warning, and you want to rush in?
I didn't say anything about rushing in, but fine.
I kind of just wanted to ask and see if, hey, what's going on? What's the person screaming in your basement? What's up with that?
Well, we could always ask, but maybe sometimes it's best not to know the answer.
I find that knowledge is more useful than not having the knowledge at all.
Yes, but sometimes some knowledge is meant to stay buried.
I'm sensing some character flaws coming into light.
Hello, character flaws.
Ooh, conflict.
TPK each other. Do it.
Yeah.
PvP.
I guess we are kind of doing something else, so if
pieces out.
you guys really aren't interested, I guess we can just go back and get Mr. Beast and try and get Irina out of here.
We could always come check back on it later.
That is our mission. We are deviating from the mission by being curious.
Are concerned.
Well, it seems like we are outvoted, little one, but whatever. The curiosity is still piqued.
Is there anything?
I mean, if you're really determined to go look at the thing, go ahead. I'm not going to stop you, but I'm not going to go with you.
Jacob wants to look, but Vracus doesn't.
Come on.
Brackus is a scaredy cat after dying.
Which is fair. I mean,
I was like really tempted to say that in character, but I was like, she would be more afraid of getting abandoned by this group than she is
Aww.
I'm just gonna go. You said there was a priest guy in there?
Mm-hmm. He
Yes.
seemed more concerned with his prayers than doing his job.
And the person screaming in his basement?
It's
Or
supposed to be
creature?
his punishment of some sort.
Well, he was asking for his father and saying that he was hungry. So,
Sounds messed up. I'm gonna go ask her real quick. I'll be right back.
I will not let her go by herself.
Okay.
And she was never heard from
Never
again.
seen
and
again.
she has never seen it.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna switch in that case to the zoom in on the church, just so y'all can move the characters individually. So.
Poor Jess.
What?
It's not.
She
Hard to
said-
not.
That
coming
part not
from
correct.
Amethyst, who uses it freely, to Malayan, who's just this sweet little innocent thing who really doesn't know how to swear. It is so hard.
Oh.
I mean, you could always just use like baby swears.
Use fudge.
Yeah, fudge, frick,
You are the youth pastor Ryan.
dang.
But, like,
Just
when
do-
it was like, oh, he's not doing his job, I almost went, he's not doing his fucking job.
Just do what Cad does, where he says, oh my, or oh dear.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
He said fuck the other day,
dear.
and they called him out
Oh,
on it,
did
and it was
he?
wonderful. Yeah. More than fucking a
Amazing.
cat said fuck. All right.
God,
So
I need to finish campaign 1.
Okay, I know you realize you moved us, but as we were walking our way, I would have been like, well, you guys have to walk this way to leave anyways, don't we?
yeah, and y'all can definitely do that as well. I was just trying to get my group separated in my head.
Yolanda just goes up and knocks.
Okay. The door's unlocked, and you hear the prayer stop temporarily, and then you finally hear, yes.
Couldn't help but overhear. There's like screaming coming from your basement.
You hear like
What's up with that?
footsteps, and finally this guy comes and actually opens the door. Sorry, I didn't hear what you said. What?
So we couldn't help but
Father! I'm so
Yeah, that.
hungry.
That screaming.
Oh. Yeah, that. It's nothing. Not to worry about.
Yolanda looks at him with an "Are you shitting me?" expression.
I do the like Gad's face, like, you sure about that?
The
Look,
screams coming from your basement are nothing?
I'm sure that you mean well, but it is not something that concerns the likes of a little one like you and, well, your purple friend.
I'm an adult, I'm just short.
Okay, I have it under control.
I would argue that because I can hear him to the back of the graveyard, that maybe you don't have it under control. That's just my thought process there.
I assure you, it is completely fine. I'm used to it by now, and it's a normal occurrence.
Okay, what is it though? Why?
As I said, it's nothing of your concern.
I'm
And like
pretty
the entire time he's talking to you, he's like partially out of breath. Like he's just so exhausted that even moving around is an effort. You can tell that he's not been sleeping, hardly been eating, even though he is pudgy. He's probably been drinking a bottle of wine per night at this point. He just looks exhausted and sad and just beat down.
Are you absolutely sure that this is not something we can possibly help you with?
Not unless... Never mind.
That's what?
Make a persuasion check.
That is not my strong suit, but I'm gonna try anyway.
First roll.
Oops, I have. Oh, great. It's my worst stat ever.
Not unless you have a way to remove a curse. There's a boy. He was risen from the dead. Unless you have a way to bring him back to life, then no, not your concern.
Oh.
Can I would pull out my little wire. No, is it this one? Yeah. No. Maybe. I don't know.
Keyring of different wires.
No. Oh, that's right. I have telepathy already. So I'm gonna send like a message to Malaya and be like, he said it was brought back from the dead. Might make you unhappy.
Ask her if she can remove curses.
This is one-way telepathy, right?
Let me double check on that. Pretty sure it is.
Fairly certain it is. Yeah,
Message or telepathy?
telepathy.
I have telepathy.
She's playing the UA Dragonborn.
Ah,
You also cast message?
I
I could just
have
yell really
before I
loud.
go along.
Yeah, or you could
Yes.
just walk around the. No, it's like 80 feet. That's way too much work.
Oh, well then technically I can't even speak to her
It's
then
like a third of a football field. That's just too much. I'm sorry, I didn't
Aren't
mean
they
to cut you
coming
off.
over here anyway?
because I can speak telepathically speak to any creature you can see within 30 feet. She's not within 30 feet of me.
And
It's
you
fine.
can't see her.
Are they eventually going to come over here?
Yeah, I mean, I can assume
Slowly make her way
everyone's.
over there, but I don't think she has that kind of powers.
No, I get to do it to you. It doesn't matter if.
Oh, I'm talking about the remove curse.
Oh,
I don't think she has that just yet.
Jacob,
you
I'm
can
gonna go
come
ahead and
back.
move you with the
Yeah, I
party.
don't think so.
I'm just telling you about the thing that was risen from the dead because that seemed to make you very, very upset.
Props to you for rolling a 15 on or a 16 on that, though.
Yeah. I have a -1 with a 15. 15 with a minus.
Don't forget that halfling luck.
I guess I would like wait to see if I could see a lion, like because I knew they were coming, and then do it. But I don't know how long that's going to take.
They're
Yeah, I
gonna
mean,
show
I
up
assume
eventually.
everyone's at least Irina and Vracus and Malayan are heading that way. The rest of y'all, if you want to, or if y'all want to just stare at the graves for longer.
Alright.
This
Well,
is
I would have over.
Yeah.
Staying out of the line of sight of the priest.
But I can see you, so then I would use it and tell you in your face.
Malayan is about to accidentally her way into drow level atrocities.
Oh no.
Hey, do you remember what happened the last time we were here?
Yeah. Oh shit! I was like AJ, come on, but he's not even online, so he's also moving with the party. So Phil Solus is going as well. Feel free if there's anything you want to do, just let me know.
There's something I might be able to try. Not sure if it'll work though.
What?
Are you yelling at us?
Yes.
Because I was just like, you can't speak back to me. This isn't a message.
I'm fast. I can just go over here.
I'm gonna keep an eye on the sketchy shit.
Yeah, that's fair.
Taylor, since Yava is standing right there, go ahead and roll me an insight or a perception.
I am not good at either. So let's.
Oh dear.
Well, we'll just see. Well, I'm not bad. I'm
It's not
really,
your style of choice.
yeah.
11. There is a lean to his body language away from the. He's standing on one side of the hallway on purpose.
You okay there, Betty?
Yes. Vracus, would you just kind of hang back with the group, or are you going to go up to the church itself?
I'll just make sure. So is it right now? Only those two are up there.
Yeah, y'all are kind of around the corner of the church building, and
Yeah, I
Yava's
see
at the
it,
steps.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll step in. I'll poke up a little bit, but I won't go in front of the door yet. So
Okay.
I don't want to be seen yet.
Okay, gotcha.
What did you want to try, Million?
Well, there's something I can do. I'm not sure if it'll work though, because I don't know what exactly is wrong with him, or whoever they are. But if something happens to one of y'all, I'm not going to be able to help y'all.
What are you thinking of trying?
There's a restoration I can try, but I don't know if that'll work. And to be fair, while Jess knows that a lesser restoration will not work, Malion's not so sure.
Yeah.
She's not the brightest tool in the shed.
I mean, wasn't strong enough to raise a dead person? I don't...
They're dead?
I think he said something about
That's what I
that,
would have said.
yeah.
No,
Probably.
that's not... No. The dead... Things that are dead need to stay dead. Things like that are very costly, and things that are dead need to stay dead. They don't need to be up and walking about again.
Yeah, and the priest did say he was undead.
Yeah.
This might need to be something that we take care of? Question mark?
I mean, I don't know if... Just kind of wanted to know what was going on to see if it was something we could help with. I'm not sure if it is. If it was just a guy being tortured in a basement, I feel like we could maybe help, but maybe this is something we come back to. I think.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Oh,
Hello.
all right. I gotta look. It's back up.
Yay.
Hey.
So right now, Malion's upset because Guy is undead.
Yeah, the priest told Yava and Yolanda, sorry, thank you. Don't want to say seashells.
There's two Y names.
Yeah. That there was an undead in the bottom of the church.
That's all?
That's all they said, yeah. So I guess the party, just to catch you up, is kind of roughly discussing whether or not they should go take care of that shit or leave it alone.
Oh, okay.
This might have to be maybe a later problem. I don't. Just wanted to know if there was
There are
something.
many kinds of undead. This could be a weakling.
It's not natural. Undead walking around, it's not natural.
There's nothing wrong with undeath. The great Vlaakith, my queen, is the pinnacle of undeath. She's a lich who has lived millennia. Praise
Mother
her.
says
What
that's
now?
not all right. Mother doesn't like that stuff.
Complete opposite.
I'm sorry. You're what now? Is a lich?
Great Vlaakith. She is the I don't know which one we're on in this time frame, but she is the 157th of her name or some shit. I don't know. Like,
Yeah, there's a lot of Blacketh.
yeah, but this one's been around for a hot minute.
Okay, I want to know more about that later, but
I'm not sure you do.
I do.
She
Okay.
eats souls.
Okay, that's not all right. Can we please not talk about that?
I'm going to ask you several questions about that later in private, but so unless any of us know how to get rid of a curse or fix that, I don't. We maybe just have to come back later. I don't know.
You just kind of see Solus.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good. I was just gonna say you kind of see Solus just like exhale, just a drag, as just his tail just like swipe across his neck with a raised eyebrow. Doesn't really say anything, but like his implications.
You feel
I
me,
was
cuz?
about to like talk in Seashell's head and be like, "There's one way to undead."
I know, but
And also,
Double
He's
negative
tormenting these
equals a
people.
positive.
I'd also like to, yeah, if you do a lawful evil thing to a lawful evil thing, it makes it chaotic good in the end.
I was gonna say, yeah, actually.
The entire time, just as a little bit of set dressing, the entire time Blackus is just loudly proclaiming his Lich Lord or Lich Lady.
yeah.
Irina's just like moving more and more behind Malayan. Just like inching
Okay.
her way, like just like puts her hand on Malayan's shoulder and just kind of like crouches a little bit.
It is pretty much a cult.
I know.
It just FYI, it is pretty much a cultish like following.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like
yeah, it is.
undying loyalty. She manipulates the entire Githyanki species.
Yeah. So him believing this and being all for it is not necessarily all his fault. From a young egg, he was taught to love Vlaakith.
Concerning, but
A young tadpole, I guess I could say.
That's weird that they come from they come
It's
from
super weird that they come from
tadpoles.
eggs. Well, eggs. I just call them tadpoles.
But I was more talking about like how mind flayers also come from eggs.
Oh yeah.
So
So
I probably engineered them that way on purpose.
I
Yava,
guess that would make sense. Yeah, I never thought of that.
Yava, just the entire time you hear like Vracus is talking, and you and Donovic can't necessarily hear exactly what he's saying, unless you've moved over closer. But Donovic's just like looking at you, just standing there, and just like slowly closing the door. Like another 30 seconds, and it'll be closed all the way.
Like step forward and like, be like, "Hey, where you going, buddy?
I have,
Well, that'll make him not close the door.
I have much to do. I thank you for performing the burial ceremony for me. Apologize to your friend and to Miss Kolyanovic. I
wanted to go pray. Isn't that what churches are supposed to be for? That's what I've read, at least.
make a deception check.
Yolanda is just kind of backing up, like she has kind of concluded that this is a little bit more than they can chew for the moment.
And in the background, oh, praise Laggett.
Yeah, yeah.
At least it's not cheese. All right.
An 18.
No,
Cheese for
What?
everyone.
no, you don't get
Hold
it.
on.
You
Let me
don't.
pause real quick. Let me pause.
Or Morrowind Oblivion.
All right. So we are back on. All right. Yeah, Donovic eventually he like sits there, stares at you, and then he's just like, "Yes, you're right. We may use the altar. Sorry, the demons assailed us, and we've been using the wood from the pews, but the altar still stands." And then another just blood curdling stream.
I don't think.
Like, when you say blood curling, like loud or just like really creepy and
Unnaturally loud, high pitched, shrill, kind of like dry voice raspiness mixed in with it too.
so Yava like kind of instinctively would go and like cover ears and be like, seriously? How are you just like okay with this? Like,
You just as you kind of look over to say that, you saw him wince, and then just like his eyes just glaze over, and he's just like pretending he doesn't even hear it at this point. The altar itself, like I said, all the pews are broken and overturned, and the floor is dusty. But the altar itself, it looks fairly okay, except for all of the claw scars in it. And then beyond that, there's a rope that leads up to like the rotting bell tower above the church. But he has opened the door for you and stepped back to let you inside.
When an animal is suffering, typically it's considered a courtesy to put it out of its misery. Whatever's down there is suffering. Really badly, from what I can hear.
There's probably loot to be had down there.
Is there?
By people generally target your temples.
This place doesn't look like.
Well, traditionally, most small cities like this would tend to keep their pieces of worth in their temples and churches like this, typically as offerings to their respective deities. But in this situation, I have to say I doubt they have anything.
I think
Could be worth a gander.
I'm gonna once again telepathically speak to seashells. If something's happening, it's gotta happen now.
So does Yava go to the altar?
I ain't going in there by myself. I was like, give me 1 minute. Gotta get friends.
Ask him what the reward is for slaying this undead.
I don't think.
I don't think he wants us to slay the undead. I think he wants us to cure it, but I don't think there is a cure. I think it'd be nice to put him to rest.
I already suggested a cure, quote.
Well, I guess what does everyone do?
Don't. The telepathy thing only goes one way, right?
Yep.
Yep.
I would say given that we have a contractual obligation, I would say Irina's opinion matters.
I, if it is an undead and you think we can handle it, I don't like the idea of it staying in the church. This used to be a safe place when I was a little girl. We would go here every night almost to pray for the Morning Lord's guidance, and recently we haven't. Probably because of this. So, if you think we can do this, I like the idea of getting rid of it.
Just if you don't, I'm worried that it might be a bit too much. And then if we don't all,
Well, I haven't. I can help us if one of us goes down. I can also help some spells that I have do a little bit more to the undead things. I accidentally exploded a shadow in the
oh yeah,
house that fell on us.
it's pretty cool.
But I should theoretically be able to help with this. Help with us. But I don't like the idea of an undead being in a church.
I don't think anyone does, but
Well, Lion's gonna walk over towards Yava.
Okay.
Sorry, guys. I'm making a decision.
Muttered underneath my breath as you come over and be like, finally, what are you guys doing? Having like plans without me?
Maybe? I'm not sure if they're gonna follow.
Yolanda will follow eventually once Lillian goes in there and it's like, I don't.
Rakus will walk in and tell this bumbling priest to show us the way.
Hey, bumbling priest. No, so you just go in and say, "Hey, tell us where to go."
Yeah, I would.
Yeah, but it sounds much more cooler when Rakus does it.
Yeah, of course.
No, he doesn't.
Donovic says, "You know a way to cure this?"
I
Try
might.
something.
I might have a way.
Yes. He kind of lights up. Actually, my boy. He went after the. He thought he could fight Strahd and his minions, and well, he came back to me dead, and then rose back up, and I didn't know what to do. I put him under the church and locked it. I was scared, but he talks, and I think we can save him. And he like really quickly just goes over to this door right beside you, Malayan, and opens it up. And kind of steps out of the way for you. Actually, he's gonna lead you in there. He leads you in there. This room, time and neglect have punched holes in the ceiling. There's a few broken roof shingles amid puddles of rainwater. In one corner, set into the floor, is a heavy wooden trapdoor held shut with a chain and padlock, and you can see that the wood itself is swollen from all the just ambient moisture in this room. And once again, you hear someone scream for their father to come feed them. Begging. He's so hungry, he's starving to death.
I'm worried that
You
we
should.
did specifically get told to not let him out, and I don't trust that guy, but
He's down there.
Yes, he's down there.
I'm not going by myself.
Nope, I got
Lion
you.
will shake her head.
She said nope.
Just she'll cautiously step into the room.
Okay.
Unlocking it. I mean, Yolanda's not gonna let Lion do this by herself either.
Okay.
Oh, and Rockus is in the room too.
Am I?
The priest does walk in. He retrieves a key from his person, unlocks the padlock for you. He grabs the trapdoor itself and pulls, and it's like stuck. He's like, it's jammed.
Rockus will give a hand.
Okay, just a strength check, please, and you make it with advantage. That's just enough. Well, 12 is just enough. 23, yeah, just rips off.
Ah!
It cracks a little as you pull it up. And I'm going to drag y'all to a new map. Because it wouldn't be complete without me just zooming in further and further onto the same map.
Oh,
Zoom and enhance.
We are
zoomy.
treating this like NCIS, folks.
When do I get my second keyboard to hack faster?
Alright, you can place yourselves back on there. Apologies.
So, question, is Yolanda outside or?
No, I'm just slow. Hold up. Also,
I'm just slow.
also, I mean, not Yolanda. And also, I switched out a token thing for like a one-shot thing.
Oh, I can fix that. I think.
Yes.
Apologies, everyone. Weird.
Yeah, that I have.
Got it. I just had to find your token again. Alright, go for it. So you're free to move yourselves where you want. Should probably put Donovic in here. The bastard. Dracus, I'm going to move you right here, given that you helped. So there is a staircase that descends about, seems to descend downwards about 15 feet, like in this direction. So I'm going to go ahead and reveal that on the other side, which will be over here. And it is pitch black, given that there's no light. So those of you with dark vision are completely fine, but otherwise you probably have to light the torch.
Lion with the dancing lights.
Y'all
You
light a torch.
perfectly.
Okay. Dancing
Can I
lights,
send in
torch.
Kai to follow?
Yeah. Just go ahead and
just
like,
gonna-
put him on Brax's head.
Yeah, Rakus, you just feel like, just little bird, Pete, just
It's like
sit, just land on you and just like, kind of nest almost, like you feel it squat and just nuzzle
A bird
almost.
just landed on me.
yes.
And you just see kind of lights just boom, kind of like not high beams necessarily, but like they're kind of like high beams, just kind of like look out forward. Like they don't project any light or anything, but outside, just Solus is just like just smoking, just kind of like like leaning on one foot.
Right. So you're looking through eyes.
As he's just watching.
Okay. And the lion, you've got dancing lights, so y'all have enough light. Y'all can start moving down. Once you move below like the lip of the trapdoor, I'll reveal the rest of the map. Joke's on you. It's just a mouse. No, I'm just kidding. There
Mouse.
you go.
Where mouse?
Screaming mouse.
You
Dude,
see, you see a teenage boy in the corner, facing away from you. Kind of like the fucking what is that damn movie? Blair Witch Project. Staring into
See,
the
I
corner.
was. My brain instantly thought of SCP, like, I think it's like 096.
Yeah, something like that. As you get about right there, Brackus, the figure freezes for a second, like its muscles all kind of tense up, and then it just looks up at the ceiling and goes, "I'm so hungry!
Said what? Huzzah?
I'm so hungry."
Oh, okay. I thought you said huzzah, huzzah.
Whenever Parker gets too loud,
it's
it cut.
indecipherable.
I'm so hungry is what it yelled. Sorry. It's
Oh.
probably sounded really good in the recording.
It's indecipherable to you. To me, I can hear him all the way out into the other room over my headphones that are
You speak Parker?
Yeah.
I mean, after 7 years, I would hope so. No, 8 years.
Okay.
Yeah? Right?
Yeah.
No, knowing him. 2013 to now. Yeah, 8 years.
All right. Well, as soon as it does that, it stares up at the ceiling for a little bit and then just looks back down. Just kind of untenses.
Well, are you going to try your magic before?
We try our magic.
I'll try our magic if he doesn't charge us.
Did you say he's tied up?
No,
He's tied.
Just
He's
not
not tied
moving.
up.
he's not tied up. He's just staring at the corner.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, as you start talking, he just slowly starts turning around. And you get, I'm gonna giant size him for a second, so apologies. That's what he looks like.
looks like a vampire.
It kind of does look like a vampire, and in fact, you can see things very faintly. He just turns and he looks at all of you and kind of shakes a little bit and says, did you bring food? So hungry.
What are you hungry for?
I'm so hungry.
You don't have any food.
He gets right here and just like
Ration.
stops and sniffs the air. Like long inhale. You did bring food.
I'm gonna reach into my bag and throw a ration at him.
Just throw it at him.
Malayan's gonna grab a hold of her holy symbol.
It hits him like in the chest, and he crouches down and grabs it and starts like stuffing it into his face, and then about 10 seconds later it begins coughing and sputtering and spitting it out and like retching. It's rotten.
If he moves towards Fracas, I'm gonna unleash a sacred flame.
Okay, well, go ahead and do that because he lunges.
Okay. Raucus is ready.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and release that sacred flame. And then we'll roll some initiative. Yay! That's
If I get
12.
a opportunity attack.
Actually, let me check this. Do you have a feature to get an opportunity attack? He passes, Jess.
I have Polearm Master.
Okay,
Well,
yeah, then you
hell.
can. Go
What is
ahead.
that? Just a regular spear roll?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd just be a regular attack roll.
16 does not hit.
Wow.
Well, it hits. He just does not react to it. It does not seem to hurt him.
Oh.
Everyone said, "Uh-oh."
He'll Yolanda's like,
Actually,
no,
yeah,
this was
a
a bad
16 does
idea.
hit. I'm sorry, it just hits. Go ahead and roll. You did roll the damage. Okay, perfect. Sorry, I misread that. So the
Does it look like
yeah, that did hurt him. I'm sorry.
does it look like he took full damage or like
Looks like he took full damage. Let's see how his initiative is.
God, I get the worst initiative rolls.
Hey, I'm at the spot where you don't want a cleric, which is up first.
Yeah,
I mean, depends on the cleric.
yeah, that's true. Seashells, don't forget to flip your
I'm a
token.
cure wounds kind of cleric, not a
You don't want to go first as a cleric?
What do you mean you don't have inflict wounds and guiding bolt?
I do have
Literally,
inflict. I do have both of those. Don't get me wrong. But I'm not that. She's
Oh, no,
naturally not that kind of cleric.
Oh no, I get it. I was just making a joke. I was talking to there's a cleric in our other game, Zaius, with me and Parker, who is very similar. And I was talking to him about like how honestly you don't really need any other spell. You just need guiding bolt and inflict wounds.
Yeah.
For damage and maybe spiritual weapon and spirit guardian.
You can get a
My
lot done
thing
with that.
can't,
Mm-hmm. That's why Neffy only has those spells for damage.
Is your sheet not working for some reason? Or your... What's going on,
I
Seashells?
don't have Yolanda's thingy up. It doesn't
Oh. Well, I don't see your token on there either.
I can't it doesn't I'm trying it doesn't have Yolanda's
We
thing.
changed it for the one shot Parker,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and we don't have the Yolanda anymore. We need Yolanda back.
And I don't know
Oh,
how to fix
no.
it. I'm sorry.
So, off topic, but my the great aunt, my grandmother's sister, her name is Yolanda. So every time I say Yolanda, I picture my great aunt, and it's not flattering whatsoever.
Okay.
All right, so
But she is super short.
Seashells, I did switch out. You have your token back. Is that what you were saying you were having the issue with?
I don't have that.
Your character sheet?
Yeah. I have Diana Vinshaw and I have out as the thing and I have a question mark for the profile there. And it
Okay, but you don't have
I don't
like on
have
D&D
I
Beyond.
can
You don't
try
have
to
it?
No, on Roll20.
Did you
Okay.
create Yolanda on D&D Beyond?
Yes.
Okay, I mean it's showing it on mine.
I don't know why, but I can try to edit.
Here,
No, that's not.
Do you see it now?
Oh, yeah, there it is.
Okay, it was in
It's on there.
it's in the folder that
Yeah.
says Curse of Strahd Take 2, which is where I moved it to. So you probably have to open that one.
That's what. Okay. I don't understand, but okay.
It's fine. I'll leave it here for now.
Okay, that. Yeah.
The DM trying to organize a bunch of
Yeah, I have a
crap.
lot of shit on my screen.
That's fair.
I can imagine, yeah.
All right, so I'm throwing you
Okay,
into
there we
initiative. You're in there now. Your initiative rolls in there. Give me 1 second. I'm just getting Irina pulled up, and I've also got to get AJ pulled up until he gets here.
I'm here.
Oh,
sorry.
never mind. No, it's cool.
Yay!
Even better.
AJ.
I was just about to say, technically he's been here the entire time.
Yeah.
He's just been muted.
He's just quiet.
I was on my phone.
That'll do it.
He's so quiet.
Am I too quiet?
No,
No.
now I can hear
No.
you. I just meant you're sneaky.
So no, you heard the little thing go off, and I'm guessing you just thought it was rhythm going out rather than AJ coming in.
I didn't hear
But it was a
though.
long.
But regardless, I'm glad you're here.
Oh, I'm glad I'm done.
Yeah, I can imagine. Where did my... Sorry guys, 1 second. See, I had an Irina stat block that went missing.
You hate to see it.
Yeah. Sorry, future us rewatching this. Give me a moment. Let me see if I can find it. Alright. Got it. Alright. Sorry. She rolled like a 1 on initiative, so I guess it didn't matter too much. Alright. AJ, are you in here? Yeah. Perfect. Alright, well, I had your initial guiding bolt, or your initial, Sacred Flame didn't hit. But, you know, you could always throw another.
Yep, second verse, same as the first.
Alright, go for it. Take save. That's another pass, unfortunately. It's got a pretty high dex.
Shit, fuck.
Language.
Suck a cock.
Don't tempt me.
Alright, well, and with that being said, young Doru is going to massacre Brackets real quick. Alright. The first claw is a 13. Second is an 18. It's the 18 hit?
No.
No? Okay. Well,
No.
gonna lunge in with his...
Thank you, Cloak of Protection that I took.
He's gonna lunge in with his T-first. That's cocked. That's a dirty 20.
That's a clean. Wait, what is it? 20? What?
Dirty 20 just means it was a total 20, not a nat 20.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Thank you for clarifying.
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. So you'll take 6 points of piercing. And then you take an additional 3 points of necrotic. And the necrotic is reduced from your total health. Or your total health is reduced by 3 as well.
Alright, I am going to cast Protective Shield, so a little bubble's gonna form
Is that
around
a
me.
reaction?
Yes.
Okay. What does that do? Ah.
Oh, cool, Cyanite.
Yeah. Alright.
I've never seen one of those before yet.
Reduce
It
the
looks like-
damage taken. Okay.
It's actually 1d6 plus 2, so I think it's 8 reduction.
Well, roll your d6.
I don't know what.
Oh, you rolled a
And
6. Okay, yeah. So
And then
8.
plus- yeah.
So you only take 1 point of necrotic damage.
Yeah.
And your max health is reduced by 1 instead of 3, which is good.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, his teeth try to sink in, and there's just like this wave of energy that just pushes his head off a little bit. Jean, you are hearing all of this upstairs. You're at the trapdoor, which is open. It's up to you what you'd like to do.
Is the father trying to stop us?
Well, see, here's the thing. You told him that you were going to go cure him, or go cure the guy downstairs, and then combat immediately started, so the father is beginning to panic, realizing what's happening.
I guess it's only been a few seconds.
He's not able to react to this round to do anything, though. Yeah, it's only been like 3 seconds.
Cool. I'm just gonna go down the stairs then.
Which would put you 5 feet, would put you right there.
Hey, hope everything's going all right. Oh, okay, we're doing this.
Yeah, he's attacking. Help!
Help! It's again.
It is.
Fuck 'em. I
Sorry.
hold out the lamp and give it a little rub and shoot Scorching Ray.
That definitely hits.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Scorcher, you get that at level 3?
It's a second level,
Level 2 spell.
Yeah, dude.
All right.
Sick.
The first 2 hit. 15 fire damage. Nice.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, you get a bonus.
Plus 4 fire damage to that.
Okay.
Need to remember to add that.
Mm-hmm. All right. I think you make it a. Oh wait, no, you're on D&D Beyond.
God, I want to know what the hell you're doing, what your thing is.
What do you mean?
I thought I was under the assumption type of warlock or something, but I'm gonna just keep that to myself. I didn't mean to say that out loud. My bad.
It's like, what are you?
I'm
Who
G.
am I?
Who am I? That's. I'll just move up towards Yava. And
Have you
again.
Okay.
ever played a non-mysterious character?
I'm not
Okay.
that mysterious.
Y'all just haven't talked to him.
This is true.
Seashells, you were down there. Okay. Oh, damn it! I am realizing I put you on the map twice. So give me a second. That's where you should have been. That makes more sense for you acting like that, or like not being able to control it. That makes more sense. Gotcha. Okay. So where do seashells go?
Yep. Yolanda's just sees him attacking Raucous and will use Radiant Sunbolt
Yay!
and try be like, I'm sorry, and try to hit him with that.
That definitely hits.
Nice.
7 radiant damage.
Radiant.
Oh, he really doesn't like that radiant damage.
I'll use a key point to do that
So
another
flurry of
2
blows.
times. This is my bonus action.
Okay.
Okay.
Hit.
This one.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Wait, you can do that.
It's flurry of blows.
It's
Can you make 2 attacks with flurry blows?
To
yes,
unarmed,
but
or in
it's
her
kind of
case.
it's not the same thing as flurry of blows, but it's basically flurry of blows.
I didn't know
Cool.
monks had a radiant, like it's a
It's
spell.
her subclass.
It's the
Some-
Sun Soul.
I'm a Sun Soul monk.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. I didn't know they could throw out 2 blasts as a action and bonus action.
A key point. Do
Neat.
can't do it every turn, but
Yeah.
and I will
It counts
move
as her.
all the way over here.
Yeah. It basically you can use all the features of a normal fist.
But you can throw sunlight.
Yeah. So
Cool.
you'll all see Yava very far away from this fight, just punching the air, and then there's just like these like smacks on.
Sunbursts
Yeah.
like, shoot out of her hands, basically.
You mean Yolanda?
Yolanda, sorry, yeah, not
Uh-huh.
Yava. I apologize.
Not me.
Yava, you're a monk too. Yeah.
I
Yeah,
am
y'all all look over for a second. She's punching, and then like a delayed half second later, there's just like bursts of like arcing radiant fists. Probably a kick thrown in there too.
Yeah, two punches, kick.
Yeah.
Go. Get off.
Vilsolus, you are seeing all of this through your familiar. If you'd like to do anything.
Alright, well, as a bonus action, I am going to, hold on, let me check. Is it It doesn't say if it's an action or not for me to come back to my own senses.
I feel like you just stopped concentrating.
That's what I assumed. It was a free action to drop. Like you just dismiss it.
Yeah, go for
Okay.
it.
I'm going to
Yeah, that's where you'd be.
I forget? Do you do the thing where party members are difficult terrain?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just use my bonus action to use use my cunning action to dash.
Okay.
How high is this? How high is the railing?
If you move down into Gene's spot, it would be a 5-foot fall.
Okay. So I was.
I think it was 30 to
there.
be where you are now. Yeah,
30.
that's 30.
Okay. So.
It would be another
40?
15 to another 15 to get right here.
Okay. Yeah. So like as I'm like running by, I'll as he like hops, he was just like he'll just like say excuse me, just like as he run as he like drops, he like hops the railing, has his tail grab the hilt, the handle of his rapier, and as he like just kind of like ducks in, he's just gonna use it to just kind of like run a quick slash through.
I started slashing.
So anyways, it started slashing.
It's a 14 hit?
14 does not hit, unfortunately.
Yeah. Alright.
Do keep in mind that I do flanking, though, so if that other one had hit.
I know.
Okay.
I also have my familiar right there, though it's not its turn yet.
Yeah.
And with that, was also just like have his tail just like kind of move the sword in a way where it's like able to like kind of parry, but he'll take it and just kind of get into a defensive stance.
Okay. Sounds great. Alright. Next up on our list, Yava.
Well. Can't do that. I'm gonna shoot him with my crossbow.
Okay. Well, you tried to. You see this post right here? It's just...
Marcus quickly looks to his left. Is like, oh shit.
Yeah, it's right next to your head.
He'll never think that I wasn't aiming for him.
There can only be one weird-looking party member.
I mean, you say that we have a pretty good menage a trois of weird. We got Jean, who's just a gender fluid icon. We've got Yava,
Racist.
a purple dragonborn, a tiefling, a space elf, and a halfling, and then a drow.
You need a
Ironically,
You're a furbog.
Furbog. I apologize. I'm sorry. I'm not with the kids and these new terms.
That
Every book I've read says this is a drow, but you keep saying furbog.
that sounded like a very bad intro to a very bad joke. So a tiefling, a furblog that thinks a drow that thinks it's a furblog, space cowboy, halfling,
Space
Pirate, I
cowboy.
think it was.
And then we have
He's a space pirate, not a space cowboy.
And then
Space
on
Cowboys
top
in my
of it, we
other
have a
game.
giant lion as well.
Yes.
Oh yeah, we also have the beast.
Oh yeah.
And a baby upstairs. Smartly upstairs. All right.
Yes.
I like how you're pulling a destiny with referring to Irina.
I mean, she's not wrong.
She's not.
All right. What would Owl like to do?
Owl will squawk and yell
Okay.
and give the help action
Okay.
to I guess Brachus since he is going next to hit. Or actually
I feel like you can command it to hold that action until.
Yeah, no, I was about to say actually no, I'll have him hold that.
Okay.
Until like whoever can hit because
Whoever
he's already getting it
have
from me.
advantage. Yeah.
Yeah, from me flanking.
Okay. Well, so after his
yeah.
turn, it will start giving help.
Yeah.
So I have advantage.
Yes, you do.
Mm-hmm. Because
Okay.
I'm adjacent or.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Yeah.
Is it my turn?
Yes, it is.
All right.
Solus is a very tactical fighter.
Brachus is going
Big brain.
to surprise, stab him with a spear.
Who would have thought?
Oh no!
That unfortunately does not hit.
All right, and he will, after whiffing with the spear, he'll
Punch him with
swing
the shield.
around with his shield.
I like the flavor on that, honestly, to make it the shield attack. That hits.
Oh yeah.
Oh no, that's really cool. Instead of the
Back end.
Yeah, I like that a lot more actually.
Yeah.
It makes sense if you have a shield spear combo. Like regular polearm back end definitely makes sense.
Depends on his dexterity of motion. Sometimes he'll use the blunt end of the spear though.
Yeah.
I wonder what that would do if you grab the shield. Is it Shield Master?
Or sentinel. Or...
I forget which one. It's the one where you can actually
just...
get a shield bash.
Yeah, I think they just overlap. Honestly, I don't think it would be as good.
Okay.
All right.
And I will also. Fuck it. I'm just gonna go ahead and use Action Surge.
Okay.
First time.
Yeah, go for it.
And get another crack at the spear since I have advantage.
Yep.
17. Alright.
Yep.
And I get to do another. Do I get to do another polearm master?
No. You don't get a second bonus, unfortunately. Okay. Alright. Everyone hears from upstairs. You hear no, and then you hear a crash of Irina pushing this man against the wall and holding him in place. Like,
He's strong enough to do that.
Thank you.
Honestly,
boy.
So, Irina stat block. Let me pull this back up.
She came out wearing armor, so
She did come out wearing armor. She was at least trained to fight.
She's just nice. She's not totally helpless.
Yeah, she's not totally helpless, and she has a 11 to her strength, and Donovich has a 10 to his strength. So I am gonna roll. Actually, Donovich has a 9. If I'm being honest, given that he old.
And he's been drinking, right?
Yeah, so I'll give him a disadvantage too. Good point.
Go Irina.
He's not been doing self-care.
Yeah, I'm just gonna roll this on screen too. So the first one be Irina.
There.
Oh yeah, go Irina. 8. Nope. Yep. Yeah, he's like just being held against the wall, like meekly fighting.
You're doing great, sweetie.
Jess and I aspire to the rubbing alcohols for outside boo-boos.
Drinking alcohol isn't for inside boo-boos.
That's a very terrible mindset.
But is it?
A little bit.
All right. Yeah, there's a brief second, like for Jean, where you see Donovich like run in there, and then she grabs like the back of his like vestments and yanks him back. And it will jump to Malayan.
Okay, we're gonna cast Guiding Bolt this time.
Okay.
Because fuck it.
And
you'll have not working.
You'll have advantage on this one somehow.
Alrighty.
The bird is distracting him.
I like to think it's like pulling its hair.
Yeah.
Like trying to get it in like in line. Yeah.
That hits. It's health. It's taking 69 damage.
Nice. And Malion's going to move into the corner.
All right. You
Which
move
one?
into the corner. All of them. All of the corner. All right. That definitely hits. At the start of his turn, given that he has not given that he has taken radiant damage, I apologize, I said that wrong. His wounds do not stitch themselves back closed this time. Varacus looking down that initial spear hit on him, it's not there anymore. But everything else from this round is.
Hey, Jean, you have advantage on your next attack. Just a heads up.
No, that was just the one.
No,
Oh,
for the guiding
no.
bolt.
Guiding bolt.
Oh, yes. Right, I keep forgetting that happened. That's
You have
that does
advantage
that.
because I'm on the other side.
Also,
Well, for Jean he won't, but
Oh,
when it gets to
Gina.
Vessels, yeah. So Doru, who has managed to hit one of you, starts slurping at bloody claws, gets sick from it because it's too much too fast. And he proceeds to vomit.
that's a big comment.
Yeah.
That's excessive.
Which will be Vracus and Jean. I'm going to let you have advantage on this one. Actually, hold on. No, if he's just facing. Let me double check this range. Nope, that would be everyone. Yeah. So never mind. No advantage or anything. I just didn't turn my cone. Yeah, I need a con save from the three of you. Vracus, Yava, and Jean.
The vampire.
Oh no.
Nothing?
Is that a con save?
Con save. Yeah, the vampire is barfing. 17 is good.
Yay, me! As I go, bleh.
Yeah, it vomited a cone of blood. It blood disgorged. So all of you. Oh, that didn't roll on the screen. Yeah. So Taylor, you'll take no damage.
Yay!
Jean and Vracus. Ooh, I rolled really low. Y'all take 11 points of necrotic damage. And your characters wouldn't know this, but for the time being... Oh, Taylor, you take half, so you take 5 damage. Necrotic. Your characters wouldn't know, but for the next minute, y'all cannot regain hit points.
Does that mean even using, second wind?
Correct.
Question.
Yes.
Do I need to roll for the familiar?
Yeah, I feel like familiar would poof at that point. Unless it's immune to necrotic.
It's not immune, no.
Okay, so yeah, a save would be half damage, so it would be 5 if it saved. Is that...
Yeah, no, that goes poof, because
Okay.
it only has 1 HP.
I'm sorry.
You're fine.
Can I use, but I can use Protective Shield on that, though, right? Still?
Yeah, it's hit your turn again.
Yeah.
Unless Protective Shield just says attacks, but I think it said anytime you take damage. When you when you take damage. So yeah, you can use your reaction again.
I have something I could do. I didn't want to take any damage.
If you'd like to. Go ahead and roll your D6 plus 2. No, you don't have to hit that one again. That's good.
So, hold on. Did not.
Okay, so you only take 7.
Does not apply.
Okay. That is all it can do on its turn, though. So, with that said, Jean, it is your turn.
Fuck, that fucked me up.
Yeah. It does not get it back, though.
I'm gonna touch myself and create an armor of Agathis around myself.
Okay.
Like
Touch
splash myself with some water. Yava, move your big butt out of the way.
I had to wait for fucking Malayan to move. I'm sorry.
She says that she just stands on the stairs,
I
like
just
breathing
jump.
heavily.
I jump past the stairs and I'm just gonna run over behind this pillar.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Meanwhile, Dory's just like, ugh. Yolanda.
Oh, it's my turn again. Okay.
Just gonna stand in the corner and practice my Tai Chi.
Oh no, I'm going to Radiant Sunbolt him again.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh yeah. Well, it's not quite Tai Chi.
That's a miss.
Advantage from Guiding Bolt.
Oh yeah, he didn't attack.
Yes, you do get advantage from guiding bolt.
16 hits then.
Yay. That's okay.
Poor guy will not be able to regain his hit points. How we looking, Doru? Ooh, Doru's not looking good. Not after that round.
He's not the only one.
I think you can always bonus action smack, but I'm not sure.
I can bonus action unarmed attack, but I'm unsure if I want to get that close to the vampire creature. How far? Let's see. Let me look at my movement. I can probably just come back after I do get a bonus action.
Get a new attack action, especially. Next.
Oh, that's 25, so I can get up there and yeah. Okay, so.
No, so it does have to be an unarmed unless you spend the key point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I will
you can
run
always.
up and
Yeah.
I'll run up and punch him.
Okay. And you took
Just
mobile,
regular.
didn't you?
Yeah.
So you could always like shoot, run in, punch, and then back away. Honestly, that's not a bad combo.
That's the plan. Yeah.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good. I wouldn't have thought of taking mobile on this on a monk like that, but that sounds fun.
Mobile's good, dude.
Yeah.
Boop doop doop.
And you
Where's
don't
my
waste
attack
key?
thingy?
Yeah.
Boop doop doop.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Noise.
You might.
Oh, that's
only-
a lot of.
You honestly
just a
might kill
punch.
him with this. No, he's low. 8.
Not quite.
Let me double check. It's like a point or two. No, he's still up. He's still up. Just
Yeah.
barely.
Go over here.
Yeah, he just got blasted with radiant damage and then gut punched, and he's like already thrown up, so he's like wheezing on the ground trying to get back up about the time it gets to Velsolus's turn.
Sorry.
I guess as that happens,
Father,
I have a
help!
I have a question.
Mhm.
From the training I got, would I know like a good point to actually like hit him?
Like to kill him?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
Or would just like a beheading do it since
As long as he's taking damage that is negating his
regeneration?
he should die like a normal person would.
Okay, I just wanted to check.
I would say heart or brain, but
I was gonna say if I hit, I just kind of like puncture, like go through the heart.
that does hit.
All right.
Yeah, he screams
18.
out. He screams out for his Jesus. He screams out for his father, and then just kind of slumps against the rapier. You hear Donovan shouting upstairs. You hear Irina like, "I'm so sorry," and then like punching sounds.
Yep.
And we'll-
Malaya will walk over to the body.
Okay.
And once they assumedly pull him off the rapier,
Of course, yeah. You just can pull it out and just lay him down. kind of uses his like coat to just wipe the blade.
His features do
Mhm.
Or
relax a
sheathing
little
it.
bit.
Malayan will close his eyes if they're still open and say a quick prayer.
Yeah, and with the eyes closed, other than the blood going down the face from the blood vomit earlier, he does look. He's very thin and emaciated, but he finally looks at rest. He's peaceful looking.
That was super gross.
Now I feel bad.
He's
He's
got
at
me
peace
thrown
now.
up on. I'm just gonna like, if there's anything like on my like armor, I'm just like wiping it off of me and just.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I'll turn to Malayan and tell her that I feel as though some life has been sapped out of me, as if my life force is reduced.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I doubt Malayan would have any kind of knowledge of that. I could roll a medicine check to see, but
Yeah, go ahead and roll the medicine.
Like, I don't know what to do about that.
Yeah, it's beyond. Sorry, man, I don't get paid, and that's beyond my pay grade.
I don't get paid enough.
she really does. She doesn't get paid at all.
With a 12, you would know that he probably did get drained a little bit, but you'd also realize that at least for until the ichor or whatever is on him dries, you're not gonna be able to even regain any hit points for him.
Until what?
Until
The
we
blood
get
vomit.
the vomit off you, I don't think I'm going to be able to help you.
Question.
Truthfully, a good night's sleep will do you just fine.
Yes,
I have prestidigitation. If I just clean them up that way, would that work?
it will still take you about a minute. I mean,
Okay.
y'all can just sit down here, but yeah.
Also, I ordered food. I go out to my kitchen, and all my laundry's just sitting on the dining room. I find one of my cats just bundled up in there.
That's our dogs.
Shit, I forgot about our pants in the fucking washer, and they've been in there for 2 days.
Jesus.
Yikes.
I'll take a picture.
I'll be right back. I gotta restart that load now.
All right.
Please show me the laundry cap.
Yes, I would like to see Laundry
We would
Cat
like
as
to see the
well.
laundry cat. It's like Neon
I will
Cat, but
show-
better. What the fuck was I looking up? I was looking something up a second ago. Jesus. Okay, Parker. Think hard. What did you want to know? Shit. Damn it.
Game related or non-game related?
It was game related too. Jesus.
There you go.
What were we talking
Stupid
about?
cat.
Second before cat.
Laundry cap.
Before
So
that.
cute.
You killed
Wiping blood up.
You killed Daru. Oh, that's what it was. Just because you are playing not Caduceus, trademark, you can, if you want the Decompose cantrip on your spell sheet, since it literally has no mechanical benefits, you can have it.
Alrighty, then I would do that. And
Yeah. I'm just going to send you the wiki link to it if you don't already have it.
yeah, that would be appreciated. And decompose his body on the floor.
Wait, the what?
Like Caduceus does, just decompose as a cantrip. It doesn't mechanically change anything. It just sprouts growth.
I don't know. I'm
Oh
nowhere
yeah.
near
Okay, so
Caduceus.
you touch a corpse and it causes significant decomposition and growth of fungus, moss, and perhaps a flower or two within a minute. It does
Oh,
not hinder
neat.
resurrection nor interfere with speak with dead. And it doesn't actually do anything mechanically.
Just
Oh, that's cool.
flavorful.
Yeah.
Just like this milkshake I got.
Yeah. Yes, but that's yes. So yeah, some moss begins to appear on him as the lion's just like touch. Spreads out from her finger. Vracus, you're standing there looking at this and you feel this when you see this stuff like moving over Doer's skin, like the lichen spreading out, you swear you feel a little bit of that like running up your leg inside of your armor.
He'll kind of brush himself off as if he has spiders crawling across his skin.
Yeah, it's definitely not that or anything. Don't worry about it. It's probably not actually spiders on you.
What? Something.
Brackus definitely doesn't have spiders on him. It's fine.
Is he hallucinating?
I don't know.
Dead.
Not your cat.
I need to clean. Right? Is that what Malign said? That I need to get the blood off of
Yeah,
me?
at this point, the blood is off of y'all. Y'all been kind of just sitting around here for a little bit, so.
Alright.
Y'all get
Gonna
cleaned up.
back upstairs.
Yeah, we might need to rest.
I'm gonna
before we
look around. Yeah, we will. I'm gonna look around and see if there's anything down here worth looting.
Okay. There doesn't appear to be any. If you want to make an investigation check, you're welcome to.
Oh,
Can I help him out?
Do
Yeah.
I see him like rumbling through stuff?
There's not much to rush, or like look through. The only thing really would be Doru to look through.
Can I
I'm
look
good.
through stuff upstairs?
Yeah, and Yava, honestly, the first thing you see when you get upstairs, you see Donovic on the ground in basically just his underwear because his vestments have been pulled like over his head. And Irina's like got them in both hands, so she's basically done the thing where you just grab someone's like shirt and pull it over their head so they're trapped with their arms in it.
So as I walk past her, I'm just gonna give her a high five and be like, "Yeah, that's how you do it," and then just keep walking.
She
Brackus will
looks very
say-
upset with what she had to do, but
Brackus will say this town would be better off without this swine.
Marcus.
Sorry.
all right, you do find something though. You see, on his person, just kind of like in his clothes, there's a tiny spool of black thread.
Black thread?
Yes.
I'll take it.
I put my hand on Vrax's shoulder. You know, robbing a church is like the #1 way to get cursed.
He's already been cursed.
Joke's on you, I've already been cursed.
And I will grab the black thread.
Okay.
So thing is, this door is right across the hall. I'm just, can I open it?
It's a bedroom.
Huh? Bedroom?
Mhm.
Anything inside bedroom?
No, really, just a bed.
We murdered this man's son, and now we're stealing from his house.
It looks like Doru's bedroom, honestly.
Yeah.
All right, next one.
That one is
No.
also a bedroom.
Okay, next one.
This
Yeah,
one
but-
has stuff.
Cool.
We're not just gonna steal this guy's stuff, are we?
There's an old desk and a chair. There's a wooden holy symbol mounted above the desk. It's a sunburst. Just like, it's relatively ornate, carved from wood. It's not polished or anything, but it's nice looking. It reminds you of Lathander, but it's a little bit different. There's a 10-foot long iron rod attached to the northern wall, which is this side. You can kind of see the rod on the wall. It looks like it once held tapestry, but that's gone. And then there's a cabinet with 4 tall doors over here.
I'm gonna go through it.
The cabinet?
Yeah.
Okay. There is a tinderbox, a few boxes of candles, and 2 well-used books. One of them is titled Hymns to the Dawn, a volume of chants to the Morning Lord. And the other one is titled The Blade of Truth, The Uses of Logic in the War Against Diabolist Heresies, as fought by the Olmist Inquisition.
That one sounds interesting. That's the one that she would pick up.
Okay.
Do you mind if I read that at some point?
After I get to, if that's okay.
Of course.
What? This is the. What? We're
What
just
is this
taking
right
guy's
here? Is
stuff?
this just... Is
People
this,
like being cursed.
That's an altar. It's kind of like clawed up.
does it hold anything? Like, can I push
There
the...
are 2 candles that like have melted down onto it. But that's
or
it.
can I... Okay, so there's not like... you can't push the lid off of it.
No, it's not a lid, it's a single piece.
Okay. Does that rope go to the bell?
Yes.
Okay. Alright.
Is there like, I'm honestly, I could actually just make charcoal. Probably.
Is there a brazier somewhere?
Yeah, I'm looking for stuff to cast Find Familiar with.
Okay. Yeah.
But I
Did
hand it.
the owl die?
Here you go.
Oh, did the owl die in the blood
Yeah,
thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
it popped because it only has 1 HP.
Oh, yeah, okay.
I'm definitely handing him the tinderbox.
Okay.
What are you? This is. People live here. This is.
People worship.
Before you judge
This
me,
is a church.
quiet. Before you say anything, Visos pulls out a small pouch of gold coins. I was going to pay for it.
This isn't a shop. It's a freaking church. What are you people doing?
Okay, well, first of all,
They're
I don't
getting cursed.
I don't believe. Second of all, it's a book. So, and I
Technically,
don't think anybody has really been here for quite some time.
Third of all, where did he put those gold coins down at?
You'll never know.
I'd pull out a jet
never
black
know.
book. Say, yeah, books never curse anybody, right?
Actually, I would actually go to the temple and when I grew up to get books pretty often. Yeah, so this is pretty normal, honestly.
Alright, just real quick, Malayan, as you're kind of like sitting in that room, if there's anything you wanted to do, obviously, let me know. But Irina's like holding Donovic and like looking at you like, is it, are we going? And you just hear
We're going.
Donovic just like crying, he's sobbing and just saying, Doru, and my boy over and over.
Lion will go over to him. He couldn't be helped. He's at peace now, though.
Murderers, get out.
Not so sure it's murder when he attacked us first.
Irina just
We
says,
were trying to help him, and then he attacked us, so we had to defend ourselves.
It was kind of murder.
Irina's just like, Donovic, I'm so sorry, but they did what they had to do. We need to go. We'll go. You should go into town.
That was stand your ground.
Hey, we're about to get exiled from Barovia
You
Village
can't
now.
stand your ground in someone else's house.
Dude, Rackets doesn't care about. He has no.
Well, actually,
Yolanda's just
Second
grabbing.
Amendment.
Gith stand your ground law is I stole this fair and square. Come at me.
so in the state of Texas, you have stand your ground law, which does apply to anywhere. You do not have to retreat.
No.
Stand your ground. I thought stand your ground is just basically self-defense.
It is.
It is.
We'll talk about it later off stream.
Yeah.
Lion
It does
will,
not have to be on your own land.
All right.
Lion will gently put her hand on Irina's arm and kind of guide her out of the building.
Yeah, you see Donovic like fighting his own vestments to get them like off of his elbows and stuff. And
Yolanda's like trying to drag Yava away.
Be outside. You can't drag me anywhere. I was already outside.
Okay.
So I have a
then
question.
I'm trying to drag Fracas.
okay.
I was kind of out of it last, hour or so. Why did we come in here and kill that man's son?
His son was not alive. He was undead. They don't need to be up and running about.
Okay, I'm not, we can talk philosophy later. I'm just wondering why we had to come and do that.
I want to stay out of it, but it attacked us, so.
Because you guys went down into his house.
I thought it would be bad for
We
the
were-
town if it was still there. It's my fault. I messed up.
I don't know. I don't think any.
It's not your fault. It's whoever made him like that. It's their fault.
Strahd made him like that. We know that. That Escher guy told us. This was a punishment.
He also literally told us not to go down there.
Yeah.
He's gonna be
Not
so upset with you.
Yeah.
He said, "Don't release him." We didn't release him.
That is true.
You did release him into the afterlife.
To go.
He is technically correct. You know, the best kind of correct.
Escher is going to be really pissed off, and that guy looked like a guy we didn't want to piss off.
I don't want to make him mad.
I might like him mad, but that's just me.
It'll be okay.
You see Solus give you a very quizzical look as he starts to light another cigarette.
I don't understand what y'all are talking about.
Hold on, pause,
That's okay.
real quick. Above game, Taylor is like, "Don't worry, this character is not interested in anyone." And then I showed up with Escher, and she's like, "Never mind."
That's not even close to being true. I always choose a character to hit on every single campaign. I don't know what the fuck you're surprised about.
Would you like me to pause the recording so you can explain last night?
Wait. It's so hard not to flirt with vampires. You made start a female, and I'm just like, God dang it, guys! Now I can't have her because I'm playing an asexual character.
She could still be interested in romance.
Yeah, I know.
Who's just gonna want snuggles in this universe?
I'm just
Tell me
thinking-
honestly.
All right.
In my defense, you had the option to just say of another favorite, but you did not because you're just as much of a horny bastard as I am.
That was going to sound very out of context for everyone. Irina is getting herself out of this church.
So is
Wanda
Milan.
Also, yeah.
We're all
I've been out of that church.
Even
Yep.
better. All right, so
We all moved out.
so he starts beelining y'all back towards the manor. If y'all would like to stop anywhere in the meantime, you can. This house right here, there is just loud sobbing coming from.
More sobbing?
We're just gonna mind our own business on this one.
Yeah, let's not go kill any more kids.
That was no kid.
Someone's kid.
That was an undead
It's
monster.
just a 16-year-old vampire. It's fine.
Jeez.
Before leaving, Solus would have left a 5 silver.
Okay.
On the desk.
Sorry, we killed your kid. Here's $50.
It's
As we're
some
walking-
random book.
Would Vracus have had a chance to take that?
No, I would have made sure you left before.
Okay.
We've already got Fracas figured out. Sorry, Taylor.
As we're walking, can I be like reading through the book?
Yeah. So the forward to it says, "Evil lurks everywhere. With our minds we will unearth it, we will plumb its depths, and we will annihilate it."
That's dirty.
And it begins to go into a little bit of like lore. There's this group called the Oldest Inquisition, and they are psionic inquisitors that use their psionic powers to stamp out evil. And then it begins to go into this paragraph disparaging their critics who say that they are too zealous and too like that they pry into too much. And then like the next couple of pages, just like flipping through, it looks like logic exercise and then lurid descriptions of fiend worshipping cults. It's very odd. It's like a mix, but it's like Sudoku, and then the next page is like demon worship, and then Sudoku.
Fun.
How's your cursed book?
It's not cursed.
It's pretty cursed.
How's your stolen book?
They stole stuff in the first house, and I'm gonna point to Malign and
They stole stuff from not a
Everyone-
church.
I'm getting a distinct impression you're mad at me.
There was no one alive there. That was an abandoned house except for like the creepy stuff. That was a church.
not when they stole it. When they stole it, it was when we walked in the front door, and then they went in and they stole stuff before we knew everybody was dead.
Look, you guys, stop
Protection.
Stop fighting. It's okay. We had to perform the funerary service instead of him. It was.
Cat?
That doesn't make it okay.
I just want you to stop fighting. Close your mouths. Sorry.
Sorry,
She just like wanders off from everyone else.
I'm gonna meet up with her and apologize
Okay.
for the idiots in our group.
Okay.
In her head, she hears, "I'm sorry."
She just kind of nods at Yava. And she eventually wanders back, and she's like, I'm sorry, I was upset.
No, that's fair. They like to argue a lot.
It's if we argue with each other, we're gonna be easy pickings for anything that wants to do us harm.
Oh, we bicker like old married couples. And we've only known each other for like, what, 24 hours?
Probably more like
Maybe
18.
less.
Is there a hat shop in this town?
You don't need a hat.
No.
We need to get Irina to safety after possibly arrest because some of y'all are hurt pretty badly, and I don't think I can help y'all with that.
The only place
Why
that
would-
would have anything is Bildrath's. He's a shopkeep in town.
I need a
Where
hat.
are they?
Bildrath, he is across from the inn.
I do need a hat.
Big ass orange building.
Why again? Yes. Why do you need to go to a haberdashery?
Magic?
You just see Vasolis like just squint as he's just like, very kind of expression.
Like, that explains nothing.
If I pull a rabbit from it, would you let me get a hat?
Cat of vermin.
I'd actually be impressed. Yes,
It might be a rat, actually.
rat's
Or a small
less
mouse.
impressive, but yeah, maybe.
We don't need to go get a hat right now. We can
I
get
actually-
in another city.
I actually do need to go buy some things though, so
Like a hat.
I actually will be going there.
Alright, well. If anyone would like to take a short rest, so to speak, y'all can do so. I will let the shopping trip be part of it.
Yeah, I'll definitely do that.
I'll just hang out with Irina.
Okay, yeah, Irina just goes back home.
So do I heal my full health back?
So for a short rest, you'll roll hit dice.
Before
No, I
you
mean,
leave,
I took like 1 point of necrotic damage that reduced
that won't happen until you long rest.
Okay.
But everything else you can heal back up for.
Okay.
Sorry.
before you go home, Irina, it might be safer at a hat shop for you than at your house, which has been attacked by demons multiple times.
I'm gonna go comfort my brother. He wasn't able to go to the funeral, and honestly, y'all need to go figure yourselves out.
Can you give me 1 second of your time then?
Yes.
Can you bend down?
Excuse me?
Lower your head so that I can touch it.
She lowers her head.
I measure her head.
Okay.
All right. You're good.
Fuck.
He's gonna go get her like a fucking beret or some shit.
She pushes her hair back out of her face and wanders inside with the beast, who is immediately like, "Hey!" from the other room.
All I
Norm!
see him walking around with his hand in this particular way to remember the size of her head.
I'm a very intelligent person. I remember it.
Same.
You're a very odd individual, you know this.
Thank you.
The sparse light from the building spills out from behind drawn heavy curtains, a sign above the door creaking on its hinges. It actually happened in the audio a second ago. Reads Bildrath's Mercantile.
Shall we?
After you.
Nod and put out the cigarette and just like toss it. I don't know. I don't smoke, so I don't know where, and I doubt this place is actual fucking like waste disposal.
No, it doesn't.
They just throw it on the ground, actually. That's what most smokers do.
That's what I thought.
You throw it in a pile of hay, it just lights the town on fire.
Even in the 21st century.
Yeah.
He would have made sure to use like prestidigitation to put it out.
Yeah. It's obviously it's like mostly rainy every day here. It seems so.
Yeah, too. He'll enter. And he'll hold the door for Jean.
Thank you. We'll go inside.
It is unlocked, so you can definitely go inside. Sorry. Inside, there's a kind of dour, bored, perpetually annoyed-looking man. He's a little bit older, and he just kind of looks at you from behind the counter. What is it you need?
A hat. Or he needs stuff too, but
Sort
I
of.
need herbs and incenses.
If you
and
find the hat
pos-
on the shelf, go for it. He doesn't seem to even make a move to stand up. Herbs, incense, I probably got it.
Do you happen to have a brass brazier at all?
Oh, definitely.
Oh, perfect.
It seems, just looking around, that he has pretty much anything in the player's handbook as far as adventuring gear goes. The hat that you find on the shelf, that's going to cost you, he says it's going to be 4 silver, which seems high, but
I don't fucking know. I've never bought anything.
yeah. The brass brazier, he says he has like the small bowl-sized one, but it will work for the functions of the spell.
Yeah, I just need a small one.
That's going to be 25 gold. That's the price he gives you.
What kind of hat is this?
Let's find out. I feel like it's a vaguely Russian hat. But
Like an Ushanka?
not like an Ushanka, more like the... Oh, fuck it. Just make her Anastasia. It's an Ushanka. Oh, wait, she didn't have a Ushanka. She had that, like, that hat with the brim.
I don't exactly have 25 gold on me for the brazier. Perhaps a trade?
How much are you short?
See, pull out his pouch and just start to count. About 6 gold, but I do need another 10 for the actual herbs and incense. Actually, Parker, question.
Yes.
Could I use prestidigitation to just make the brazier? Because it says I can make something that fits in the palm of my hand.
It will need to be a little bit bigger than that, and it will actually need to be made of brass. But if you find a brass bowl...
Do I keep saying bronze?
Or brass or bronze or whatever it is.
It's supposed to be brass. I keep thinking bronze for some reason.
This is the hat you get for Irina, by the way. It's just like a little knit hat.
Looks like a towel.
Yeah, it does. It's called a Suzanne. And it was an Anastasia, apparently.
Sorry, it's having some weird sound issues.
Oh, good.
How much for the hat? 4 silver? Whatever?
4 silver, yes.
You need a bowl, don't you? Like, does it have to be a brass bowl?
I just need something. I just need a brass container, honestly. It doesn't necessarily need to be a brazier. It can just be a bowl, if that's cheaper, so.
He pushes himself up out of his seat and goes, and you hear him wander to the back, and you just hear the clattering of multiple things being pushed around. You hear him shout, "Barry Wimple, get down here and help me." You hear, like, thudding footsteps of someone very large walking around back there. And finally, this giant of a man with a very childlike expression on his face comes into the room. and he's holding this bowl in his hands, and it's very diminutive in his hands, given his size. And a second after that, who you can only assume is Bildrath, wanders back in. And he says, 5 gold for this one. And it's literally is just a dinner bowl, but it is brass.
Oh, that's perfectly. Thank you.
That's,
Hello, Hodor.
Yeah, that's Periwinkle for you.
Oh, he just looks like Hodor.
Hodor.
Or fucking what's new?
Periwinkle's
Oh wait, no,
not a tool.
not sloth. My brain thought of fucking chunk.
Yeah, I could have said that one.
Hey, big guy, you want to see the trick?
Yeah.
I take the hat, kind of put my hand in it.
Okay.
A second later, the sound of a dog barking comes out of it. And then I pull a flower out and give it to him.
He just like takes it and just like sniffs, like comically sniffs it, like he had seen movies, and then just like lumbers into the other room. That's Bildrath.
See,
second
magic hat.
All right. Anything else y'all need from this very less than reputable
I-
shop?
I still need the stuff to actually do the spell.
Yes, and it's 10 gold worth.
10 gold's worth, yes.
Well, given that it only says you need 10 gold worth and it doesn't specify an amount, if inflation here drives a very small amount of it up to 10 gold, that's still technically what you need.
Hypothetically, yeah, actually, that is true. It's just a thing.
I don't think magic accounts for inflation.
Apparently it does.
I don't think it does.
You okay, spend your 10 gold, you'll get your incense. Because it doesn't give
there
you...
we go.
It doesn't... Bildrath sells things for 10 times their worth. So if you needed 10 gold worth of normal incense, it would be 100 gold, and that's just dumb.
Amazing, so I just buy like what, like
Mistra
10,
smiles upon you.
Hell yeah.
You buy a tenth of the amount you normally need, but since it's 10 gold worth, you're fine.
That's really funny. I'm gonna use that. I'm gonna use that in other games now.
It's like Liches making their phylactery. It has to be like I think it's a 10,000 gold item.
Mm-hmm.
Just gonna go to a place where I'm just gonna go to a war-torn community and buy it there for cheap.
Worth a silver box that I somehow managed to not have to do.
Mm-hmm.
But I sold myself to another lich, so there's that.
Yeah. You know. Tomato.
As you do.
Alright. Well, you get your incense, you have your brazier, you can get Kai back up. You've got a hat. Is there anything else you need from here, guys?
No, I believe my business is done here. Thank you.
Okay. As you're wandering back out into the road, you hear kind of like a squeak of some kind of like cart. In very y'all are about here. Across the road here, moving very slowly is this elderly woman, and she's moving between houses, and she opens the door to the one house, and the person inside comes out and gives her a hug, and they talk for a little bit, and then the old woman hobbles back to her cart with her little cane and reaches in and pulls out this wicker basket that's filled with this steaming food, hands it to the family. They pass some coin to her, and then she goes back to her cart and grabs it and begins pushing onto the next one, and she slips in the mud and halfway falls and kind of catches herself, and is in the process of straightening herself back up, and slips again and falls onto her ass in the mud.
Where's this happen?
Right across the street.
Ryan will go over and help her up.
And what kind of food is it?
You didn't see, because it was in a basket and had cloth over it, but you could definitely go ask. It smells really good from whatever it is.
I didn't think it would be as funny the second time.
I'll go grab some food
Okay.
and start eating it.
As you approach, she just is in the process of trying to get herself up. Does Brackus not even try to help her up?
No, Malion's gonna help her up.
Oh, okay. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
No worries.
I'm not as spry as I used to be on this mud.
Yeah, it is a little bit wet out here.
And she kind of like looks you over and then like smiles real big, and there's like 3 teeth. And she reaches out and touches the tips of one of Malion's ears, and then like pushes her hair out of the way, and her ears are very slightly tapered. You have a bit of the blood too.
I don't know what that means, but apparently I'm something called a drow. I'm not sure anymore.
Not familiar with
She thinks she's a furbog, Vracus will say between bites.
I was gonna say, what if like he just grabs a pie?
He did just grab a pie. And
I love it.
She looks over and she laughs and she goes, "Good thing the first one's free."
Yeah, I bet these are some freaking out of character. These are probably like some hag pies I'm eating.
That one is a like cranberry and like spice, kind of like almost like Christmas pie.
So it don't taste like human blood or whatever?
No.
Oh, okay. This is good.
It's very distinct taste and probably not something Vracus has had before. There's like clove and cinnamon and stuff mixed in with it. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Get yourself one as well, dearie. She nods to Lion. And anyone else that wanders up, she'll also offer one. She says, "We have potato and gravy, and the fruit ones, which your friend found. And these have a little bit of meat mixed in, mostly squirrel."
Lion will take one, but she won't eat it just yet. She'll probably just put it in her bag. She's not one for like sweets.
Yeah, and she does take the time to like wrap it in a little linen cloth before handing it over to you, so it stays warm.
I bet the squirrel pie isn't sweet.
It's more savory.
I don't eat animals.
I'll take it.
Okay, that one, just a silver.
But you were giving it to her.
Well, she took this one.
Lion will hand over a silver to her.
Okay. She just passes one of the squirrel, like the meat ones.
Don't be rude, Vracus. It's not nice.
Careful of the bones. Every once in a while one slips in, and we apologize, but just be careful. And she kind of looks past. She sees everyone else that's like at the shop, coming out at this point, and says, "If your friends want to eat, the first one is free. You're welcome to have them come over and get one, and then you can take it yourself. It doesn't bother me." I try to put the cheer on everyone's faces here.
The lion will smile and nod and then head over to the group. This lady's kind of giving her the grapes. So she'll scurry back over and kind of get behind Prosolus, I think.
Did
Vracus steal that lady's food?
She gave the first one for free. I paid for his other one, though.
This is actually quite good.
Are you back with the group now as well? Or was that to her?
Oh, no, that was to the group.
Okay. Yeah, wandering back up as she's like, "Yeah, he totally stole that first one. This one's good."
If Yankee, you have to eat a lot.
Yeah, that's true.
What, are you not hungry, Lion?
I'm not so much a fan of sweet things, and the other ones had meat in them.
I'll
So
take
you
a
don't-
pie. I love fruit.
You don't eat meat or sweet things? What do you eat?
Grass.
I mean,
Well, there's a difference
said you-
between fruits and then like fruits that have extra sweet stuff added onto it.
well, I mean, don't your family use honey or anything?
Occasionally, not very rarely. We haven't been able to find honey in quite some time. The forest again is sick.
What is this honey you speak?
Honey is great. I haven't had honey in ages.
Honey?
It's bees
Yeah,
make it.
you go ahead.
It's bee vomit.
I'm putting it grotesquely, but yes,
I mean, he's right.
it's a very natural sweetener.
What is Yama doing during all this?
He'd be like, well, not wrong. It is bee vomit, and then like wander over, and then like, can I have 2 pies? And then hand over a silver.
Okay. And Yolanda, you're going as well?
Sure.
Okay. So there was like the kind of like squirrel rabbit like small game pie. There's a meat sorry, not meat, a gravy and potato without meat, and then there is a like various fruits. There's like apple mixed in, but most of them are the cranberry, but there are a couple apple as well.
So I would take an apple and then like a potato and gravy.
Okay.
I'll take a cranberry one.
Okay. Yes.
And then I would holler over to Malayan. Hey, she has a potato and gravy that doesn't have any meat.
Gravy's made from meat.
Not this one.
Maybe later. I'm not really hungry.
Hey,
But they make-
Vasalis, if you go over there and get one for me too. I don't like old people.
I mean, I can just get you one. What kind do you want? I'm not
I don't
hungry.
really care.
All right. Ma'am, which would you recommend?
For you or someone else?
For my friend, he's a bit shy when it comes to beautiful women.
You're a cad. I would suggest the cranberry is usually the most popular one for snacking, but if you're getting it for a dinner, obviously the meat or the gravy. I would say a snack for now.
Sure, I'll take that one.
Okay, so you get a cranberry. Counting her inventory real quick. Yeah.
Hold on. Also, I just want to check. What did she call him?
The little one. She's...
No, I thought.
Cat.
Oh, okay.
Oh, she called you a cad.
I don't know what that means. I have like a 3rd grade vocabulary.
So the definition for cad. So
Also, did you say it was 5 silver
no,
or
a
what?
silver, just a silver. A man
Okay.
who, a scoundrel, rogue, or rascal. A dude, good for nothing.
How
Also, I think I'm still Java at this point. I don't remember.
how very
Okay.
I've just been Java. So.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh my god, there's 2 of me.
I amend my statement. Hey, there's one good thing in Barovia, and that is fucking fruit pies.
I mean, I know where these pies are from.
Yeah.
My character doesn't.
My character doesn't, and she's hungry.
Don't spoil
Oh
it.
god, are they children pies?
No. Maybe.
Don't.
All right.
It
Baby.
begins.
All right. So you get them. You see the woman says, "If you ever need any more, just ask for a granny. I travel between here and Volaki every now and then, and I live just down the road as well. If I can't see to you, my daughters might be able to." Regardless, have a good day. And she just moves on to the next house, and it's much the same. Like this older man sees her, his face lights up. He runs out of his house to greet her, and just like immediately goes for his pie. Much like Fracas, only nicer. In about that time, you actually see Irina and the Beast and Ismark out in the street. They appear to be looking for someone. They see y'all. They wave and kind of mingle with you for a second, but Irina really quickly runs over to the woman, and she buys 2 pies, one for her, or sorry, 4 pies, 2 for herself and 2 for Ismark. And then we'll ask Jacob if he, or not Jacob, we'll ask Josh if he wanted any as well.
These things must be popular.
Yeah, it seems everybody likes them.
Irina walking up with like an apple pie is just like, they're really good.
I'm gonna start eating mine.
It is great, especially compared to like the kind of bland food that you've got at their house before you set off, just like the little snack, and then your rations. This is the only good thing you've had in a while.
Does it remind me of home?
It does, honestly. Well, depending on if your parents were good cooks, but yes.
I don't know. We didn't roll for that, okay?
Honestly, it does taste a little Vistani-ish in seasoning palettes. Like, there's some spices that are probably not typical to this region that are mixed in. So yes, it does taste like home.
When you said it tastes like Vistani-ish, I just thought of Vistani being used.
Oh, no. Vistani tastes like curry.
Why did you know that so quickly?
Have you not read my lore dumps? Gosh.
I saw nothing about
Do
tasting
not even
like
read my Christmas list.
I say I read them, but then like I miss information because my brain like just okay, that's not relevant. And just
No, that's
skips
fine.
forward.
Vistani don't actually taste like curry. It's fine. It's more
I mean, Amethyst would know. She slept with one of them.
Oh my gosh. I'm done with y'all.
Totally worth it.
This pie's pretty good. It sort of weirds me out that it was made by an old lady, but it's all right.
Your problem with old people.
Yeah, to all of you, it tastes really good.
I'm really surprised that they out of character. I really thought that when Ragus took those pies, he was taking like hag pies.
We don't know that that is not the case.
That's also true. It's also very true.
Yours is cranberry. Not everyone else is eating theirs. Maybe one of them is just straight up children. Who knows?
I was eating mine, so
Yeah. Which one did you get? The apple one, right?
apple
Yeah.
and meat and potatoes.
Oh, like the you mean
I got
potato and
the
gravy?
snack pie.
Potato and gravy, yeah.
Yeah. All of y'all eat
snack
your your fig Newtons.
I was thinking like McDonald's apple
Yeah,
pie.
they're honestly like the McDonald's apple pies, like size wise and everything. All right, well, at this point, Ismark kind of like reaches over and hugs Irina and says, "I suppose this is as good a place to part as any."
Keep her safe.
Please do, and you as well. Stay safe. I appreciate all you're doing.
The lion will nod her head.
And I will handle any repercussions if Duru comes into town looking for, or sorry, if Donovich comes into town looking for reparations or whatever, I will pay for it out of the coffers. It's not your fault what you had to do.
It sort of is.
Sure.
Well,
You get warned like twice not to go down there, and then you can still go down there.
I'm gonna disagree with you on that. Any priest should know better than to keep something like that in the basement of a church.
Agreed. Like I said, I will take care of it if it arises. I will warn the townsfolk of what transpired. I'll be vague, but I suppose this is my job now. He just kind of sighs.
Sorry, thank you.
Well, best get the move on before it gets dark. You don't want to be traveling then.
Irina, Milan will lean over to Irina. What way's Falaki?
She just she points to like the west, which is out this way, and then down. That's the path you want to take.
I think we should head out, guys.
The journey begins.
The journey of 1,000 steps. Or 1,000 miles, sorry.
1,000 miles, yeah.
Well,
it begins with 1,000 steps.
It begins with a murder.
Just like
Oh,
any
okay.
good story.
Yeah.
Is it murder if they're undead?
We'll argue the semantics later.
Yeah.
That man loved his son, and now he doesn't have a son to love.
Yeah.
The sun was gone a long time ago.
The sun is never
Yeah.
shown in Barovia. It's fine. About an hour after you'll begin heading out of town, you hear from back towards the town just a single dong, a bell from the church, but it only rang once.
Keep walking.
Hey, we drove a man to suicide. Again.
Again.
What?
I think the
First-
only way
What
not
does
to
that
get him to commit suicide is to magically have a spell.
First time?
This is her first time playing this part, yeah. So
No,
Oh,
no, I was making the joke of like that scene in with James Franco.
Gotcha. Yeah. So yeah, seashells, just to kind of catch you up there. The bell only normally when you pull on the bell, it bounces back and forth, right? So you kind of get like a ding dong. It doesn't do that if there's weight hanging it down.
I don't know if Yolanda would know that either, but
Yeah, it's very sad. A couple of you probably would, maybe. Those of you with a higher intelligence than like 15 would probably get it.
I get it.
Yeah.
That would not be Malayan.
Smart boys, let's go.
Gang.
Smart boy. All right. Well, here's the question, folks. I know this is about the time that Jacob needs to get off. There's a little bit of narration. The next place you'll likely get to, pending random encounters.
Y'all are free to, go ahead and play to our normal time at 11. I'll just you can control me if you want,
Okay.
Parker.
It's probably another half hour if y'all want to just push. The next place y'all would likely get to, pending no random encounters, would be Serpol. So I will stop once y'all get into Serpol, which is a Vistani camp.
I mean, I'm good to push forward. I don't have to go until 3 o'clock tomorrow.
I mean,
I'm unemployed, so I don't do anything.
I have a kids' award ceremony. It's up to Taylor and Seashells.
Okay. Yeah, these next 2 weeks I got to get up earlier. We got to go in and get stuff situated for testing for the kids.
Yeah.
How many of you?
I like how you didn't hear him exit. Do you even listen for the sound?
It doesn't
anymore?
ping on my screen anymore. I need to fix it. Because I think it's because I have the Don't Disturb on.
Nope, I hear it.
Oh, well, I don't know.
I hear it as
Hold
well.
on, let me look for it then. Gosh.
Loser.
Oh, it was off. Yeah, fixed it. Okay.
Hi, kitty. Hi, cat.
So, it
sweet boy.
also might not do it when I'm recording because I'm in streamer mode. So
One way to
it might
find out.
deafen it.
Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop, boop.
Did it work?
I'm pretty sure it's because of streamer.
Yeah, it's because of streamer mode.
Silly-
It didn't ping
silly
me
com-
because it would
Silly
interrupt
little
the stream.
beans. Silly little beans.
That's what it's for.
Boop, boop,
Anyway,
Boop, boop, boop.
y'all continue along the road. You're kind of in a little valley that's moving its way towards some more hills that hug the kind of southern region of this area you're in. And you see a river flowing as clear as blue winter sky through this valley. It's roughly 50 feet wide. Looks to be no deeper than about 5 to 10 feet in various places. And you cross an arching stone bridge that's fairly low to the ground. Very Three Billy Goats Gruff-esque. There's just a little stone bridge spanning it. And that's where the road continues on past. Since there's no opposition, I guess you just cross it. Time to fight all 3 trolls.
Okay.
Look,
kidding.
look. What if we just pay the troll toll? We just throw Gene at him.
We answered the 3 riddles.
What is your name?
Lion.
What is your quest?
To go to Valaki.
What's the airspeed velocity of unladen swallow?
African or European?
Peruvian. Alright, no. After the bridge, you'll kind of wander back into the Svalak Woods, which Irina names for you. You're kind of doing this meandering path that's slowly getting a little bit... It's ascending a little bit as you travel. It seems like it's going into like the kind of the hilly, almost highlands terrain. I will show you a topography map in a little bit. I will show you... Yeah, I can get this. Show roughly where you are. Here in a few minutes. And eventually, 3 or 4 hours of walking, you find yourselves at a crossroads. An old wooden gallows creaks in a chill wind that blows down from the high ground to the west. A frayed length of rope dances from its beam. The well-worn road splits here, and a signpost opposite the gallows points off in 3 directions. Barovia Village, from the direction you just came. Serpool, to the northwest. And Ravenloft Valaki, to the southwest. The northwest fork slants down and disappears into the trees, while the southwest fork clings to an upward slope rising into the hills. Across from the gallows, a low wall crumbling in places partially encloses a small plot of graves shrouded in fog.
Are there any bodies hanging from the gallows, or is it just empty?
It's just kind of creaking in the wind. Just a frayed rope.
That's not creepy at all.
Maybe somebody cut them down and buried them.
It's possible.
Hopefully. I really don't want to have to do any digging now.
Can I tell if they were like cut or if they were like weathered away?
It's frayed like it was like slashed, yes.
Okay.
Irina just shies away from it, like moves to the other side of you.
We're supposed to go through here?
Well, that's a good point. There is that signpost that points the directions. Barovia is behind you. Valaki / Ravenloft to the kind of like the southwest. And then the northwest fork says Serpool and kind of goes downwards towards... You can assume it's like going back towards the river. Yava, you do notice something.
I do.
Yes, on the signpost, carved next to where it says Serpool, there is a little tiny coded symbol carved into it.
Ah.
And you recognize this to mean camp.
There's a home nearby.
A home?
Well, not my home, but a home.
Well, to be more specific, it's there's a couple of different ones that you'll notice while we play. This one specifically says this is a permanent camp that doesn't get up and move. So it's kind of dug in. But it's indeed a Vistani camp that way.
Would that be a good place to spend the night, or should we push on?
I mean, is that the way we're going? Because it's over there.
It's
If so, I mean, it could be. Depends on the people. I don't know everybody, as it was pointed out earlier, but I do know that I've never met somebody that I didn't get along with.
Yeah, it's mid-afternoon now, and Irina points out that it's probably about 3 days to not Ravenloft, to Vallaki. So
we could always stop there for the night and start our way over in the morning.
It's up to you guys. So,
For your family, we should go visit.
home does not always mean that my family is there. Home is just somewhere that's safe for me.
I'm not opposed to a safe place to rest for the night.
Yava, you know that going there means a warm fire, it means booze, it means food and drink and song and safety.
That's exactly what I said.
Mm-hmm.
Booze? There's booze there?
You didn't mention that part.
Well, I mean, I don't usually think about it. I'm not a big drinker.
Hey, I'm game to go. Let's go see your family. Let's go.
Once again, I say again, people, just because it is home does not mean my family is there.
Yeah. Who? No one cares.
We call it family. But, Varacus, I have to tell you, try and be nice. Don't piss them off.
Ruckus just says, try I might. But
Maybe
that's
just
all I can promise.
Eyes, are they someone you particularly don't want to make angry?
They can put curses on you.
What?
Irina, please.
She's right. People can curse you. I don't know what you guys have been playing with fire like a lot.
Yeah.
Like gods can curse you, people can curse you. That old lady's pies could probably curse you.
In the great words of a book I once read, this is cursed, that's his curse. You know what? You might as well take your chance because you walking on that dirt could curse you.
Honestly,
I want to point out you actually ate the pie.
It was a good pie.
Yeah, and also, Yava, Irina wasn't necessarily being racist with this comment. Vistani literally can just curse people.
Yes, but it's not. It's if you like double cross, like don't fuck with them. Like
yeah, she was responding to the should we be nice to them commentary.
Like how you shouldn't rob a church.
Okay, but we did a service.
A church that you made the pastor kill himself.
I did not.
Or priest, whatever.
I'm sorry, what?
What?
Nothing. Shush.
What do you mean?
I figure we all kind of got that.
No, they didn't.
Can we just make a decision on which way we're going to travel?
We'll go and get some drinks.
Visolis just starts walking towards the camp.
Okay, I guess we're going this way.
Yay!
You know, this might be easier if everyone just, went around and told everybody what exactly they're afraid of.
How would that help?
I don't know.
Anything.
I'm scared of
Are we talking about like our deepest, darkest, like fears that terrorize and haunt us? Or are we talking about just like, whatever? This is kind of scary. Because those are two different kinds of scary.
That's specific.
Well, okay. So like for example, as we're walking, like I don't particularly like rain, but I'm not terrified of rain. But rain freaks me out because the mechanics of it falling from such a high height should kill us all every time it rains. But it doesn't. But that's just whatever. Okay.
Well, it doesn't get to a point that it travels so fast that it would do any damage.
But anything else would?
Sure, because it's heavier than rain. Rain is fighting, the air.
Yeah, the mechanics still.
Malion's just nodding, and she's just like, I don't get it.
So
The Solus doesn't like.
This boy's gonna help you conquer your fear.
He doesn't have an exact comprehension of what you guys are talking about, but you can tell this is not the field he studied.
Yeah. As you
there's air elementals in the sky, and then there's water elementals above them. And the water elementals sometimes pee on the air elementals. The air elementals are fighting off the pee, and that makes it light enough to not hurt us.
I know
and just
nothing
like
about
that,
this,
years
but
of
that
trauma
sounds
cured.
like bullshit.
It's canon now.
So you're being peed on by an elemental.
I was
This
saying,
is what D&D parents told their D&D children.
Yep. Also, I was laughing earlier that Yava in character was like, yeah, I don't believe in gods, even though like literally clerics can manifest gods.
Yeah, Malion's over here like shooting sacred fire out of her hands.
okay,
I hope she's happy when she dies and she gets put in the source wall.
just because
I'm not kidding. That's a thing.
Yeah. No.
If you don't believe in a deity, you get put into basically the DC Comics source wall of atheism.
Yeah. So just because Yava doesn't believe like in them personally doesn't mean she doesn't believe in their existence. There's a difference. Like
Just doesn't.
She doesn't care for them.
there are other people that are put on a pedestal basically in her head.
Yeah. Just very
Anyway,
powerful people.
as I was saying, rain kind of freaks me out, but not to the point that I'm like quivering and wanting to like be anywhere. But like it's just one of those things. It just irks me. Now,
You don't like being peed on. Who doesn't? I mean,
Yava.
honestly.
yes.
As you're telling everyone about being scared of water elemental pee, you hear a creaking noise behind you, and then everyone else kind of catches wind of it too. It's I don't know. It's like rope with a lot of weight on it, moving in the breeze. And you turn back towards that gallows. There's a lifeless gray body up there now. Just turning it slowly in slow circles, its dead eyes fixing upon you intermittently. And, well, I don't remember who it was last time, so let's roll. Oof. Yeah, Yava. It's a purple dragonborn.
I'm gonna walk a little faster.
Away from it?
Yes, away from it.
Okay.
I turn into that purple dragonborn.
Well, you don't see a purple dragonborn up there. You just see a Barovian person. Like, just kind of that lifeless gray in brown clothing. You don't recognize them.
And see, and while that's creepy, the thing that actually like don't make fun of me. The thing that actually like super terrifies me that like I don't like being alone. Being like if I choose to be in a library and reading my books, that's one thing, but to be completely abandoned, that's happened before, and I really don't like it. Which is why I was really happy to stumble upon you guys when I fell into the forest, because I like people a lot, and I don't. That's why I really love my my home. There's so many people everywhere. I'm never alone. I always have somebody.
And that's fair. I've never been alone. I don't know how to function without other people.
Oh, man.
Being completely alone, just the thought of it is terrifying.
I spent thousands of years by myself the whole time. It's a riot.
I don't know how you could do that. That the thought makes me just want to break down and cry, and I just want to go over and like hold Malaya and be like, if we stay together, we'll never have to be alone.
Have you ever told yourself jokes? Because you're always the funniest person in the room.
No, because I have 11 siblings. There's a lot of us to tell jokes.
I thought having 2 was bad. That would drive me crazy. Like, I love them, but don't get me wrong, but like, Yeesh.
So out of character, I have 9 siblings. It is.
Oof. That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's too many.
I only have 2 older siblings, and I'm the baby, so take that for what you will.
As
I'm
y'all
the
are,
forgotten middle child.
yeah.
Oof.
Like, I have gone over to my parents' house, and like they have friends come over, and they're like, "Oh, who's this?" And he's just like, "This is my daughter," and they're like, "Oh," and they list every other child and not me. And I'm like, I turn to my dad and go, "Really now? They don't know I exist. Thanks.
Oh.
You're getting a
Yeah.
crappy retirement home."
Yikes, dude.
Ouch.
All right. As you're walking, the road gradually disappears and is eventually replaced by a twisted, muddy path through the trees. Deep ruts in the earth are evidence of the comings and goings of wagons, and Yava, this feels comforting to see all these ruts.
I was just about to ask. I was just like, do I see any more things that would help me keep guiding the group to the?
Yeah, you can just follow the ruts at this point. The canopy of mist and branches suddenly gives way and kind of actually retreats. And you see a clearing here, next to a river that widens to form a small lake several hundred feet across. 5 colorful tents, round tents, each 10 foot in diameter, are pitched outside a ring of 4 barrel-topped wagons. A much larger tent stands near the shore of the lake, its sagging form lit from within. Near this tent, a number of unbridled horses drink from the river. You hear the mournful strains of an accordion clashing with upbeat viola and clapping and timbrel and tambourine, and the singing of several brightly clad figures dancing around a bonfire. You see a number of other men and women within this camp as well, some of them with somewhat elvish features, probably half. They look very similar to Malayan, at least in the the sense that they are a dark-skinned elf as well. Um, they are very reminiscent of that one figure that you met before it turned out to be Stwad.
Also, I am corrected. I do have 12 siblings.
Okay.
I actually had to go look at the sheet and count.
Yeah. A footpath continues beyond this encampment, meandering north between the river and forest's edge. And you see a couple of figures within the fire, or sorry, within the kind of ambience of the fire. They see your group. They yell out something, a mix between a warning and a greeting in some kind of foreign tongue. And to Yava, they're basically saying, "We have company." And then you hear a bunch of laughter and both men and women just yelling, "Come in, come in, come in."
Would I know roughly a general way to introduce ourselves as being friendly um and to showcase that I am Vistani?
You would need to tell them that you are Romanio.
Mm-hmm.
And then you would introduce the rest of them either as Strine, Stryne,
Yeah.
or depending on your mood towards them, the next word, which is Priatin or Priatine. If you consider them trusted friends, but you can say whichever.
I would probably introduce them as Strine, working on Printe,
Priatine.
Tene, 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 Tene. and introduce myself as Romano.
Okay.
As everybody else is looking at me with fucking confused looks.
Yeah, it's kind of a mouthful of words. But everyone starts cheering, clapping. It's almost like a celebration. The party picks up, and immediately, all of you, regardless of whether or not you wanted it, there is a wineskin passed into each of your hands. Yava, you're immediately grabbed and spun into a dance by like 3 or 4 people.
I start dancing.
Everyone else, it's pretty soon going to get to you too. They're going to just grab you and pull you into the dancing ring around the fire.
The lion will open the wineskin, smell the sour grapes, and then pass it over to Jean.
Okay. So Jean,
I'm
you
double
have
fisting
2
wine.
wineskins. Yeah.
I'm dancing around.
Yeah, it is a party. The music picks up louder. The one accordion guy is told to stop. It's fun. It's party time. They all seem to get the vibe. And I think we'll kind of like slowly fade out into a stop here because it's a great place to pick up next week, or in character actions should y'all choose to have party time. Please don't fuck all the Vistani in this camp this time.
No promises.
No promises.
Okay.
I only was a degenerate with one. You made the other character degenerate with a group of them. That was on you.
It was Molly. I couldn't be helped.
Look, okay, let's be real. It's Molly. Like, what are you gonna do?
Let's be real here. One of the people in that wagon with Molly was just Aramel.
Probably.
Anon.
Anon, yeah.
I love him.
Rosario.
I already love Aramil, and I've only known him for like an hour.
I know.
Great. He's just kind of a shit, but
Yeah.
like he's not an asshole or anything. He's just
a bastard.
He just has big bastard energy, and I love it.
Immediately upon greeting him, he's like, "Y'all are my new friends," and just hops onto their cart, and they're like, "Okay."
Like, fuck, I guess. Like, fuck, I guess. Like, let's hope you don't die like the others.
Yeah.
All 4 of them.
You're like, what, friend 4 now?
Yes. Goodbye, future us. Just me? Okay. Bye, guys. Bye, guys.
Good night.
Good night, future us.
Bye.
Good night, Moon.
Night,
Good night,
Moon.
Rahadin.
Good night, Strahd.
Good night, Stwad.
Ooh woo.